this is Vicky Sturgis. Some of you who may know me know that I have been with doTERRA Essential Oils Company for a while. I actually started using their products in 2009. That was right after doTERRA was founded. I think the doTERRA was founded in spring of 2008. So it was a year in. And I love their essential oils. I didn't know how to use them or anything, but I learned, and I've taken an aromatherapy course, and ever since I've been using it. But the reason I wanted to share why I have been with doTERRA Essential Oil Company for a long time, and I've stuck with it. Of course, partly is because of my experience with doTERRA essential oils. They're really high quality. I believe it's high quality, and all the science behind it is amazing. But more so than that, I had good experience with executives of the company, particularly with Dr. Hill. So that's what I wanted to share with you. So I started with the company in April of 2000. Well, I think it was like a May or June of, May. It was so long ago, I don't even remember. It was like May of 2009. And that's when, the executives of the company were coming to a small town like here and try to gain customers. So, I did help with the events and things like that, and got to meet some people like Dr. Hill, Dr. David Hill, who is a medical chief officer for the company. And of course, I didn't become a buddy or anything, but I did get to meet him. I did get to meet Teresa Harding, who is a presidential diamond, Peggy Smith, who is a blue diamond. Peggy Smith became a very, very close friend of mine. But anyways, that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to tell you what happened in 2010. So back in 2010, my mother called me and said, well, my heart is something wrong with my heart, and I have to go into a surgery, but it's not a serious thing. It's gonna be only like hour or two operation, and I'll be back on my feet quickly. So I said, okay, well, are you sure? Is it okay? Do you want me to come home? I'm originally from Japan, and she was in Japan. So I said, do you want me to come home? And she said, no, don't worry about it. It's going to be a long time. So maybe if you want to come home right after the operation so you can help me. So I said, sure, that's fine. And about a month later, she went into operation. I contacted my sisters, and my sisters said, well, she is not doing too well after the surgery. She hasn't woken up, and she hasn't passed urine. So I was a little bit worried, and I immediately contacted Peggy Smith, my upline, and she said, well, I asked her if I can get in touch with Dr. Hill so I can ask him some questions, oil questions. And she said, sure. And she tried to get hold of him, and next thing I knew, he called me. He said, what can I do for you? So I told him the situation. My mother got into operation. He hasn't woken up. All the details. And he said, okay, what do you think you should use? So I said, well, first of all, I think I should use frankincense for sure. And possibly balance and on guard, because on guard may be good to help the immune system build up. But definitely frankincense and balance. And he paused and he said, yeah, that sounds about right. So we had a little bit more brief conversation, and I said thank you and hung up. And next thing I knew, I dropped everything and flew back to Japan to attend it to her. And long story short, by the way, meanwhile, she was still in the hospital. Her organs were basically failing. And I believe oils helped her somewhat, even though outcome was her passing away. And she did pass away. But anyways, fast forward one year later. So that year, 2010, I could not attend the annual convention because I was in Japan. So the next year convention, 2011, I went to their annual convention. I saw Dr. Hill walking towards me, and he wasn't walking towards me, but he was coming this way. So I said, "Hey, Dr. Hill, how are you?" First of all, it was amazing that he remembered my name. "Hi, Mickey, how are you doing?" And the next thing he asked me, he said, "How's your mom?" So I said, "Oh, Dr. Hill, do you remember that I talked to you?" And he said, "Sure, of course I do. How's your mom?" And I said, "I'm so sorry, but she passed away." As you can see, it still hurts. It's always sad to lose mom, right? So anyway, I talked to him and he said, "I'm so sorry," and gave me a big hug. That was impressive. To me, that meant a lot to me. That executive of the company, by 2011, they were big. They were big. They were becoming big company. And he has talked to so many people. So many. When he was in Japan back in 2009, I had a privilege of doing some translation for him, interpretation for him in Japanese to English. And he tirelessly helped many people who had questions. They had line of people, and he would answer each one of them, focused with one person, and answer their questions. I learned a lot from that experience, and also combined with this experience about my mom situation, I thought how impressive this person, Dr. Hill, even though there's so many people that he's helping. I'm sure he's touched many people's lives. This was precious to me. I'm hanging on to this. And that's one of the biggest reasons that I'm staying with doTERRA Essential Oils company. I'm doing this as a business, but for some reason I left the company not doing the business. I don't foresee that, but for some reason I did leave the business. I would still use the oils. That's because of the loyalty and sincerity of the executives. And also I wanted to tell you, CEO of the company, David Sterling. He has an amazing story to tell. But also he is a humble person. When I first started, I had a little confusion about some issues about doTERRA company, and I emailed the customer service. Because it was small, maybe because it was a small company, he himself sent me his view and his experience and his explanation of the company. That also impressed me. And I don't know if I kept that email or not, but still, those two encounters with the executives really impressed me to stay with the company. I knew this company was good, have integrity and sincerity, and best intention for all wellness advocates and the customers and the people that they deal with. You know, their co-impact sourcing says a lot. Their Healing Hands Foundation says a lot. So those people who are already wellness advocate with doTERRA International, congratulations. I am with you. I think this is a great company. And if you are not and are interested in learning more about the company and their products, please contact me. My website is wellnesswithmickey.com, or you can connect with me on Facebook, facebook.com/MickeyStur, MIKISTUR. I would love to speak with you. I do have a Facebook page. If you connect with me, I will tell you, but it's facebook.com/aromanaturesessence. Just wanted to give a shout out to doTERRA. Thank you and have a great day.